Hello, I'm Val, or Space Valkyries, and I'm a queer, socially anxious variety streamer on Twitch, as well as a science fiction and fantasy writer with chronic pain and fatigue issues, and this is my first ever review video. Okay, it's my first ever, video, but you know. We'll be taking a peek at some of my favorite demos featured in the Indie Houses event, which is running August 31st to September 7th and has a lot of amazing games and sales involved. So thanks to the awesome folks that organized that event for letting me be part of it. Please go check out the Indie Houses event on Steam, and I'll put links to that and to all the demos played in the description below, since I absolutely did not have the time to get to everything I wanted to in this video, and I had a really tough time narrowing it down. So let's get to it. Let's go, gamers. Okay, no, I can't. I'm sorry. Let's start off with Beacon Pines. Beacon Pines is a cute, beautifully animated adventure game with strange twists and lots of secrets to uncover. You play the reader, and you are reading and actively influencing the tale of the very adorable Luca Van Horn. His mother is missing and no one seems to care, so on the first day of summer, Luca and his friend Rollo decide to check out an abandoned warehouse that's suddenly not so abandoned anymore, in search of answers. From there, things get meta, fun, and a little creepy. You can control what happens to Luca in certain key moments called turning points, with words called charms. What happens from there can be drastically different, for good or bad. Honestly, I'm just so in love with this demo. The narrator style appeals to me as a writer. I just really love that kind of fourth wall breaking stuff like that. So this is one of the games I'm most excited for. The release date is still listed as TBD on Steam, but you can wishlist it and all that good stuff to help the developers out. Alright, it's time for a total tone shift. Our next demo is Wolfstride. Wolfstride is a turn-based giant mecha battle game. Its aesthetic is like mecha meets Persona meets Cowboy Bebop. Kind of literally, the mech's called Cowboy, come on, I love it. You play as Shade, the manager for Cowboy. It's turn-based, which I personally love. You have move points, ability points, and ammo resources that have a limited number of uses per turn, and some have multiple turn cooldowns. You can target any part of the enemy mech, but if you take out the chess piece, you win the match. But that's sometimes easier said than done. Honestly, I love Gundam and mecha stuff and just giant robots in general, so I had a blast with this demo, and I highly recommend it if you like anything in the giant robot genre, especially if you like turn-based and tactics games. Also, there's a tutorial bot called Peepoo. The tutorial it gives you is hilarious, and I don't really know if I have anything more to say. That alone is beautiful enough. Good demo, y'all. You can wishlist Wolfstride on Steam and try out the demo during the Indie Houses event, and I highly recommend it if you like anything mecha. And seriously though, Peepoo. From mecha goodness to magical girl transformations, our next demo is Princess Farmer. Princess Farmer is an adorable, delightfully sapphic visual novel meets match 3 game. It's episodic, but the demo only has chapter 2 available. You can pick between 3 different playstyles: Action Bunny, Puzzle Bunny, or Balanced Bunny. Personally, I went for Balanced Bunny because it sounded slightly challenging but not so anxiety-inducing as Action Bunny. It's basically what it sounds like, a balance between slower puzzle options and a faster pace. It took a bit to get used to the controls, and I'm going to be honest, I struggled to figure out how to full screen the game as well, as there were very little options in the settings. But after that, I had a total blast and forgot I was playing and recording for this demo for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Oops. So I'll forgive a few bugs because, again, it's a demo. The animations are cute, it was satisfying to get combos, and the dialogue options made me giggle. Honestly, if you like retro vibes, match 3 games, and magical girls that are also super cute bunnies, Princess Farmer is for you. It doesn't have a release date other than 2021, so wishlist it to get notified when it comes out. From cute magical girl bunnies to feelings, and more feelings, our next demo is A Space for the Unbound. A Space for the Unbound is listed as a slice-of-life adventure game with beautiful pixel art. It's set in the late 90s in rural Indonesia and it tells a story about overcoming anxiety, depression, and the relationship between a boy and a girl with supernatural powers. This demo is specifically a prologue called Prologue Atma, and I can absolutely see that the themes are going to make me cry once the full game is out. A lot of things are very surreal and strange, which makes sense. The Steam page says that you get to dive Inception style into people's minds, so you know. But this demo specifically tells a brief but intriguing story. You play as Atma, or Mr. Co-Writer as he's called until the very end, and you're helping a girl named Nirmala unlock the end to the story she's been working on via a magic red book. It's a click to interact sort of game, and the single major puzzle in the game was fun to solve. This game is such a visual treat. The pixel art is stunning, and you get to pet the cats as many times as you want, so go home everyone else. This one wins. While the demo is very short, it's very impactful, if not a little confusing. I won't give spoilers, but the final moments left me wanting to know what the heck is going on. I can't wait for the game to come out in 2022. Seriously, I sense all the feels. Speaking of feelings, the next demo is full of them. When the Past Was Around just oozes emotions. The music is so good. I've had the main melody stuck in my head ever since I played the demo a couple of days ago, and it's just so good. When the Past Was Around is a point-and-click puzzle game about love, moving on, letting go, and the joy and pain of everything in between. The demo is a prologue, which I have to say I'm kind of in love with this trend in demos for creating a prologue for a demo content, and there is no narration. This game is honestly a delight for visual storytelling. I could gush about visual narrative and how the devs have constructed a whole story with set pieces and how the puzzles themselves unfold, and just it's so good and so pretty. The good news is the full game is available and has been since last year. It's part of the event and on sale at the moment, and is coming soon to mobile devices. But even full price, it's only $9.99 USD, so if you want to feel feelings and enjoy great visual storytelling and beautiful music, go check this out. From lots of feels and beautiful piano music to soothing jazz vibes and questionable latte art, our next demo is Coffee Talk. You play the barista of the coffee shop called Coffee Talk, an odd little cafe that's open late, and you're clearly paid well enough to actually engage with the customers. This one I felt, sort of kindredness with, probably because I'm also a writer, also stressed, and also dodging deadlines. I just wish I was as cool as Freya. But the dialogue is very well written and believable, and the characters are very compelling and interesting. You make coffees and listen to people's problems. The demo only showcases 2 conversations between 3 characters total, but that was more than enough to satisfy me and leave me wanting to play the full game. Which, good news for me and for you, this game is already out and has been since last year. It's on sale on Steam as part of this event because it's getting a sequel. Episode 2 was announced at the beginning of the Indie Houses event, and it's scheduled to release in 2022. I'm hype, but that might be all of late night coffee and anxiety, or all of that. Yeah. And last but not least, I wanted to mention the demos that I played but couldn't fit into this already slightly long for my first ever YouTube video review. Please go check out Teacup, Onsen Master, APICO, and Recall as well. And then again, I'll put all the links to everything mentioned in this video in the description below. Please, please, please go check all this good stuff out. It's a great showcase. Okay, for our first video, this one was a bit long, but thank you again to the folks involved in the Indie Houses event for letting me take part in this, and thank you for watching. If you made it through the whole thing, I really appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. I'll do my best to upload new videos going forward at least every other Thursday, but sometimes it might be every Thursday depending on energy levels. And Yeah, till next time. See you, gamers. Okay, no, I'm sorry. It still doesn't work.